probably close my door, eh, Rocco? What's up, gamers? Y'all thought I was dead, huh? Thought I wasn't gonna post anymore? Well, actually, that's a lie. I've been posting YouTube videos. Anymore. But, I'm still back for, like, streaming. So that's different, trust. Completely different. Let me pop out chat. Today, we are playing Ace Attorney again, which I need to find real quick. I've been on my Switch a lot, started playing a lot of different things to make comments mid-game, but fun in its own way. Cool. We don't talk about it. Really good game that I really gotta play through because I'm really only in the beginning. Really good game that I really gotta play through because I'm only in the beginning. Tetris 99, Hollow Knight, Dragon Ball Fight. The ones I'm saying the titles of, you already understand, trust. Oh yeah, and I played Sonic Origins and stuff like that. Man, it has been a minute. Look how far back. It's in the back. God dang. Ace Attorney's all the way at the bottom. I haven't touched it in forever. Good lord. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna test the game volume in a sec. Anything in shot yet? In shot? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna play some Ace Attorney for at least a little bit. So don't worry, I actually I went back, caught up to where I am in the plot. So last thing that happened is we discovered the murder actually took place in Studio 2 instead of 1, even though that's where the body was found. Possibly the body was dragged there to kind of hide what actually happened or whatever. Something to that effect. Also, the glare is insane. Good lord. But also I want it to be bright in here, so we'll do this. Oh, press the A button. My bad, gang. But yeah, so Studio 2 is now the murder place. It's looking like the volume's acceptable. And so I marked down Studio 2's true murder location, and Jackhammer stole the costume and drugged Powers. So that's pretty much the events leading up to this. And then the last thing I actually marked down from that last stream was the Studio 2 fence has that little like area that's broken, like bent. I think I even commented a little. Is it's kind of spiky at the top, like the spear was. But I don't know if that's actually going anywhere. That's me like reaching. But let's find out. Hold on, let me go close. Alright, let's find out. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright & Co. law offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Oh, it's Maya. Dear God. Oh, hold on. Trying to pull up stream on my phone. Come on. Also, the title is a Ace Attorney reference. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna do your homework for you. Really? Too bad I'm... it's actually an Ace Attorney anime reference, technically. Which I gotta watch that. But I've been wanting to not, because I'm pretty sure the seasons kind of go over the plots of the games. So I want to play the games first. And then watch the anime. See how good of an adaptation is. Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? So, what happened? Well, I think I got a pretty good idea who didn't. All I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow's the last day we have. So the system is called the initial trial system. Why initial? Do they... I know this is technically more based off the Japan law system. Is it initial trial because they're allowed to do 2? Because, freaking... Whoa! Check out my shirt! Hold on, hold on, sorry. I got distracted. No, okay, so it's fine right here, but if you look in the face cam, my shirt's got a weird, like, illusion going on. Yo, that's kind of cool. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. I wonder if they're allowed to do double jeopardies, which is something America doesn't allow you to do, which is trial for something twice. Initial trial? What's that? It's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. Okay. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. Let me scoot up so I'm kind of loud. They had some, yeah. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. I don't know how I feel about that as a court system. Feels like you're pretty much pushing your prosecutors and defenders to draw conclusions that they probably wouldn't make if they had like a week to decide. You know? Well, we've got no time to waste. Good lord, the English fumbling has already started. We're so cooked. Alright, hold on. Every so often I want to refresh chat, because I know if I don't, sometimes it bugs out. And I'll actually miss messages, because they just straight up don't show up. Alright. Anyway, I've already examined this room to death, right? Oh, wait, no. Nope. Already seen that. I doubt there's anything new in it. Oh, good lord! Okay. Yes, I'm right. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Right, so the entire time of the last trial, Mia had possessed Maya, so Maya pretty much has missed the lighter half of all the plot details, so she's just genuinely playing catch up right now. Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, which that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? Can't see what's going on when Mia's here. So, no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? WP. Oh, Powers. Yeah. You're right. I would get confused too, I'm being real. Anyway, yeah, we should go check on Powers. See how he's doing. One more day, my boy. It's either free my boy Powers till it's backwards. Mr. Wright. No, actually, what was the voice different? Mr. Wright. No. Whatever, we're starting over. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Also, did I tell you I'm a lawyer? No. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. Could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yeah. So there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. A man is about to die. Or a man is about to be sentenced to death. Was producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. That's the producer. Did we meet her? I think we met her. Hold on, let me double check the YouTube video. I think I know who it is from like an old like gameplay video I watched so long ago that I barely remember what happens. Let me pull up. Yeah, that's the lady with the smoke, right? I gave her like the deepest voice ever. I was like down here. I was like, so someone's come to investigate the murder, eh? Or some shit like that. I find it so funny. Some of the women in this game are the ones with like the craziest, most grisly voices. But I honestly think it's hilarious, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Genius. She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares to tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Good sir, if you've got anything, you've got to tell us. We're kind of your lawyers trying to make sure you don't go to jail. Like, dog, what part of that is so hard to understand? Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caused Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manila. Was that the "What's up, dudes?" guy? Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine being at his beck. I was doing so well. I can imagine him being at her beck and call. I can't imagine him jumping. Phoenix is hating. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He's a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth? Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. He just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. How much samurai-related stuff does Maya watch? He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Ms. Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? Okay. I'm gonna start the whole evidence tracking thing. Hammer. Five years. Alright. Let me not throw my pen like across the room. Hey. Anyways, I think that's all our talking points with him, right? So we're just gonna move along. October 19th, Global Studios, main gate. Ugh. You disgust me. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down. Yeah. I bet we could even eat those donuts in our guard station, if we wanted. You eat, you die. Woo, she's alive! Oh man, she was checking on her in her own special way. Mr. Vasquez. I was wondering about D. Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Interesting. Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director? Sal? Sal? He's a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to do. She treats him like dirt, but he likes it. No, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated by dirt? Maya, you don't... We don't have time to get into that. That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Even Phoenix is like, we really don't have time to get into that right now. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, you whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. Impossible. Okay. We're gonna move along. Thank you for your time. Bye. Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go over to the Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him? Like the director? Or the producer? That's what we're here to find out. Now the only thing that's gonna throw this whole thing off is this tree, right? Though I think we already had conversations about that. Say, Nick, how did you figure that out again? Well, actually, it's a long story. I'll tell you another time. Aw. I forgot what the deal with the tree is. I'm not gonna lie. I should rewatch that part too. I believe it was only down at certain times, which actually was the thing that cleared the Studio 2 people initially. They were like, well, the tree fell down from this time, the time of the murder. And so therefore, none of the people in the trailer had a chance of even getting to Studio 1. But now we found out it's actually the reverse. Nobody in Studio 1 had a chance of getting into Studio 2. Mascot of Global Studios. Apparently his name is Mr. Monkey. Alright. Whoa. Move. Yeah, we might as well just go. Oh, snap. Professor Vasquez is here. I mean, Producer. Producer Vasquez is here. Alright, let's get into it. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Indeed. Hello? H-E-L-O-O. That's how you spell that. Hi. H-E-L-L-O. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Can we ask you some questions, though? Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You had to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the kid. Oh my god. Maya, we can't just assume things when she cancels your favorite TV show. That's not fair. My fey blood speaks to me. I know it. Oh dear. Alright, Director Manila? I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. Alright, is there anything we can show her? Possibly. I don't think so. We're gonna move. We will come back to her in a bit. October 19th, Studio 2 trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up here yesterday? Funny, still seems pretty messy in here. She was still on high from getting that rare card she needed. Alright, what do we got up in here? An old movie poster. Singing Samurai starring Jock Hammer. Jack? Good lord. We're never gonna make it through Undertale like this, boys. We're not gonna make it through this game. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god! That movie was the best! It was about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hero was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing samurai stars. What's next? Ninja ballet? I'm pretty sure she's gonna... Oh wait, Samurai Summer, that's the one. Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. Oh, it was a show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. With a samurai? A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse. This franchise isn't... Well, it's not even a franchise. These are all different movies, right? An old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. Dang, he really was a star. Guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Alright, what's on the whiteboard? It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They got some figures for how much set costs. Can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. No clues here. Aw, man. Nothing here that could be a clue. There's some paper cups and crumbled Okay. So most of you are not going to get why me checking the trash can was funny. Because I didn't play it on a stream. But there's this game called The Murder of the Sonic the Hedgehog. Which is basically a visual novel Sonic. So it's a lot like this game. And one of the running gags in that game is there's a trash can in every single room. And the main characters in a monologue will always be like, we should check the trash can. See if something's in there. And Tails the whole time is like, bro, I swear to you, nothing's gonna be in there. And we get disappointed every single time. That game is good. Very, very short, but good. Alright. Didn't seem like there was much in here. The fact that she's here makes me think we should investigate that at some point. Main gate. Employee area. Here we go. October 19, Global Studios. Employee area. Guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming, just one time. Well, yeah, Maya, but like, there's an ongoing court case, so I feel like they're not very encouraged. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Mm-hmm. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah! No, no, no. No touching. I forgot the gumshoe voice I did, so we're just gonna, let it rock. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess it could be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for the sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. I mean, that's actually a fair point. So you're looking for traces of sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. A science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there's any traces, it'll change color. That's actually pretty interesting. Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Will the testing solution on the plate change color, alright? The food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. I mean, I guess that makes more sense than, like, Powers just accidentally ingesting one. By lace, do they mean they, like, broke it up, kind of just, you know, hit the sprinkle? I don't know. The way that It's phrased just a little confusing, but maybe I'm just dumb. Oh well. We'll make it happen. We'll accept that solution. Anyway, point is, Powers' food was for sure drugged, so that's good. I was pretty confident in that. I didn't think that was gonna be one of those things that gets proven wrong later. But good to have confirmation. You feel me? Looks like it. Found in the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. Some people think we should switch suspects. I really think switching suspects is pretty fair, considering that we are pretty confident Powers was drugged at the time of the murder. But it's Gumshoe, so it's like, oh well. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Aw. How was Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control! He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cup. Phoenix is hating. Oops. Bottles. Say, whatever happened to that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. I found the victim Jackhammer's prints on the bottle. Oh, okay. So that's a confirmed for real. Yep. Sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Interesting. Ah, they've seen the wisdom at last. They know if they fixed it, I'd just kick it off again. That poor assistant. The remains of employees, everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. He wants to nice to stay. I guess we should go in that room. Go to the dressing room, it's not locked. Indeed, can I go in? Oh, wait. Gotta press move, dummy. Penny, hey! Oh, hello! What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up this dressing room. Guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of Steel Samurai. What? No! Is it like ending on its own terms, or... I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? But he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. Guess the rumor must be true, then. The rumor? Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer? Some kind of hold on Hammer. Get some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident occurred. It happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. Film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? That's about the last episode, because Maya wants to know. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. Aw, so it's getting canceled. No. No! So I heard that Global Studios is going to change its program. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Who would decide that? Miss Vasquez? Or, the director guy? Salmonella. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. I want to forget all this ever happened. I want it quiet, you understand? How could they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true! If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. I really don't care. Yeah. I think evidence better than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. What am I trying to prove here? And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adult can face... I'm gonna try that again. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Can you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Whoa. Heavy. Okay. Studio... to... death. Accident. Hammers. Or, so we've heard that it's Hammer's fault, but you know what I mean. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Ms. Vasquez, had to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on him. He killed someone. Supposedly, at least. That's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Ms. Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. I'm afraid what would happen to his career if word got out. I see the reason, however, it's still illegal to hide something like that. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. He was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks. We'll try asking her. She'll talk. Alright, Miss Oldbag, you're up. What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? Wait a minute. 5 years ago is when Hammer and the producer joined Global Studios. Also, so the same year they joined, there was an accident. I mean, I don't think that means anything, but it's interesting. Pretty much Hammer's had that hanging over his head his entire career. All these starring roles and everything. Huh. Hammer was a star, but had Miss Vasquez basically bossing him around? Was he... Could Hammer have gotten mad that Steel Samurai, he wasn't the main character? People keep saying, oh, he decided not to be a star anymore. He decided not to be a star anymore. What if it wasn't his choice? What if he was forcibly stepped down? Hmm. Marking down, just basically, did Hammer want to be the Steel Samurai? Because if so, that could mean a lot of things. That can imply a lot of things. Him stealing the costume, him drugging Powers, heading to Studio 2. If Miss Vasquez really had a hold on him like that, there's a chance he went to Studio 2 to deal with her. And was using the disguise as a cover-up. Maybe as a means to make a point? Or did Miss Vasquez tell him to come to Studio 2? Tell him to drug Powers? Theories for later. I wanted you to ask... Oh, wrong person. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago.
Who told? Who did you hear that from? Nichols?
Nichols? Penny Nichols. That's the assistant we talked to. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. And the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
You claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Do I? I'm gonna say I do. Sorry, Miss Holtback, but I do have proof. Proof that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer's had some sleepless nights.
Where's he? Oh, buddy. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes. So?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on this plate. I'm sorry, I actually read that wrong. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on this plate! Because there's an exclamation mark at the end.
I see.
Poor Hammer. Why did I go Spanish for a second?
You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Miss Oldbag?
Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag?
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it.
I mean, she would be against paparazzi anyway, but that's why she has a harsh disdain for them. Because they cause Hammer's career to be kind of in jeopardy. Yeah. That's why she didn't even like the kid, even though he's just a kid.
That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez! She has ties to the
Mafia. Whoa!
She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
I see.
But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone.
Soldbag.
Hold on a minute.
Or Miss Oldbag.
Here, take this.
She's being so nice right now. A photograph? The fence! But wait, 5 years ago is when the damage happened? Yo! Deep cut. And that's Hammer. Whoa, he looks so young there, actually. That's kind of cool. And, Miss Vasquez, who looks like she's actually showing emotion.
Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. Shows an accident involving Jack Hammer. What to do now? Met Penny, met Gumshoe. Old Bag's showing us new evidence. We gotta go talk to Miss Vasquez. Thank you for your help, Miss Oldbag. You actually did a whole lot just now. It's always kind of spooky when the music stops. Oh, you know, this may get us all killed, but she's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag. Yeah, no. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Alrighty then. Okay. Well then, what was it you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing the kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. I was checking something out the window. Oh. I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went so sour of its own accord. But... you were the cause! You pressured him! To think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident. Accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That's what I mean. She's sweating. She hasn't sweat once the entire time. Hell, she has less even emoted once this entire time. She's either lying to us or stringing us along. It almost feels like she's trying to buy time for something. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run for his life for 5 years? Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? I ran him hard, believe you. Okay, so now she's backtracked what she just said. She said, blackmailing? Really? Why would I do that? But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. Oh, Miss Oldbag. That's why she had the photo. That's right, we did ask her that question. She was a little, mysterious. Sorry, I was just resetting chat. Still nobody has said anything, but I'm always making sure. He's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter who would need these negatives. Could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Uh-oh. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Uh-oh. 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 This is a problem. This is a major problem. This is really bad. Were they professionals? They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. Shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! And then we died. Gumshoe! Oh, in the nick of time! I heard everything, pal! D. Vasquez! You're coming down to the precinct with me! Now! Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Gumshoe actually just clutched so hard. Holy moly. We're so gonna die, by the way. Like, that was it. That was the end of our lives right there. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. I'm saving that, but holy moly, he actually just clutched so damn hard. Detective Gumshoe! Thank you, thank you, thank you! I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I say sorry so weird. Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Gumshoe's our absolute goat, by the way. I'm renaming the title. Looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. Who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Trial time? Trial time. Trial time's coming up. Are you ready, boys? Are you ready to lock in? Money! Hang on, Chad. I'll be right back. We're so doing this trial, by the way. It's the last day anyway, so we might as well clutch up this case. Anyway, I'm renaming the stream to Gumshoe our goat. Or Gumshoe my goat. Dude clutched so hard. Like, that's actually insane.
Alright, back to it. Oh, actually, I gotta. Oh, brother, something. Alright. Trial time! Let's get into it. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom, number 4. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. Both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in Studio 2 that day. Studio 2 trailer. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a little on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. You must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Damn. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. She's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak, at least. Day of the murder. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp, ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went on to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Oh, I gotta look at something. 2:30. Okay. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, and we all went to Studio 1. And that's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so had Sal take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. Had him take me in that. Thought it might be risky to walk with what that monkey's head up in there. Wasn't the whole thing with the monkey is that there was a tree blocking the road? Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination is a final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Alright, hang on a minute. Block the path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4 o'clock. By yourself? Yes. You didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. I don't get anything out of her like this. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation.
Stop interrupting the testimony. Same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Please stop banging your little desk. It hurts my ears. She's attacking everyone. Sheesh. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to studio. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. She is technically allowed to say that. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 o'clock and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5 o'clock. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. I mean, we already kind of found out that... Hold on! You had Sal take you? What does that mean? This is what I just said. It's Sal taking the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Okay, hold on. Meeting began at 12, ended at 4. There's to be rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. The rehearsal... What was that? Right. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright, you did the same thing. Oops. It's a 15-minute break. Edgeworth is just as lost as I am in this one. You have someone who can verify this? So... No, I meant someone else. One person is enough. She committed murder during that break? I would have had time to eat a T-bone steak. She had some evidence proving that she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? Kinda wish she said a little more. It's hard, I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere? Alright, let me look at what we got. Meeting began at 12 sharp, ended at 4. How long was that thing blocking the path? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to really sit and think about this right here, cause there was nothing. She was fatigued. I have nothing disproving that. Little before noon. We had it 12. And then 4. We have nothing wrong with it starting at 12, right? 2 p.m. Alright, her stuff is solid right now. I gotta think about a way to pick this more. Present. Ah, good lord. Well. We're gonna die. We'll just keep pressing and hope for the best. He specifically says in red text, we gotta find a way to prove she didn't eat that steak. How are we gonna prove that with what we got? My boy Daniel just tagged me in the middle clip. What do we do about this? We're so cooked. That was it? Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at the table outside the trailer. Oh my god, there's no bones on their plate. How did I never notice that? There's no bones on their plate. Oh god. I'm a terrible detective. I should be fired. Oh wait, actually I'm not a detective, I'm a lawyer. Never mind, we're good. Plates were bare! Oh, got her. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know. You ate the bone too. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like that incinerator. Huh. I see. Then what is Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai! AKA Hammer. Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands! Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
Uh-oh. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yep. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let's have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Is she allowed to just call for a duel like that and not be suspicious? I feel like that should put her pretty high up on the suspicion. Found it. Nice. Alright. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you see, a woman of petite nature. Alright. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I think you would have had a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? Samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. You don't say. I would like to see this. No, I'm just kidding. I know exactly what it is. It's this picture! Wrong, Mr. Wright. But I haven't said anything yet. Everybody's like, could you imagine everybody in the court dead silent, sitting still, waiting for me to present something? I go, what about? And the judge just goes, no, that's not it. Put that down. You don't know what you're doing with that. I'm like, okay. Good point. I really thought it was the picture. I'm gonna be honest. It'd be the spear itself. Yep. I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? Someone fixed the spear? It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this? Through the chest, no less. Order. Didn't sound like I said order there. Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can't. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence could sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. This guy's a hater. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. The judge was real for that. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, look. This is like our
second or third court case, and it's always been kind of freaking a clown car, honestly. We're good at our jobs, but not always.
If I cannot have order in this trial, we'll be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. You see, the fallen man on this photo, see how the fence post has pierced him through the chest.
What? Are you saying?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Oh!
Has happened again.
What an image.
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Ms. D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside in the Studio 2 trailer.
Then she did it.
She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs and onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done to himself 5 years ago. Or, not done to himself, had done himself. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die.
5 years ago?
Yeah, Edgeworth, that's kind of what we... Yeah, you know what, you got it, bro. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff.
You deny what I say is true?
Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of the argument that Hammer died in that trailer as you
Died at that trailer, as you say.
Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? I could have disposed of the body.
She's got a point there. That's a pretty quick timetable. The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume?
There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She couldn't deal with it. I bet she could move it. She had another way. She had another way? What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? The van. For instance... Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Mr. Judge, I am a lawyer. That case closed. No, I'm kidding. The van! Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it.
No.
I recall your testimony.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me.
You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into Magistrate's costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella who drove that van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? One day, the attorney badge will actually work as evidence. One day, me just saying, Your Honor, I'm an attorney, so, nuh-uh, is gonna work, and it's gonna be glorious. And I say, of course he was. Of course Sal Manella had to be a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into that costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. I agree. Also, don't forget, they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. Objection! Nuh-uh! They probably burned it in that small incinerator. I'd completely forgotten about the incinerator this whole time, to be honest. I marked down so many things on sticky notes, like what could be possible evidence and stuff like that, and the incinerator never once appeared on the notes. Shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. She made a defeat? I win? So what happens next? Don't me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? I lost something like that. I just said that. Slams desk aggressively. Wait, so you mean Lee Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? I mean, yeah, I guess. Who can say? Huh? Yeah, my exact reaction, Phoenix. My exact reaction. Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, he proved the possibility that I murdered him. She's got a point. The possibility that she did. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is there is another thing altogether. Not to be a party pooper, Vasquez, but you can't smoke that pipe in the courtroom. Yeah, honestly. And then, I'm not gonna lie, everything in here is literally made out of wood. Like, every single bit of this courtroom. All it takes is one wrong move and we're all cooked. But she's in the mafia, so trust. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Ooh, I said thoughts weird there. Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Haha! Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. No, we can't let her leave the stand. What do I do now? No further questions, Vasquez. Testify again? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. Marco, what are you doing? What would happen if I were to say it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn! To come so far only to fail. Mia, now would be a really good time to possess Maya again and help me out, because we're about to give up. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Edgeworth? Hello? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting you on there. Oh, Edgeworth, that was so real. I, didn't. I see, very well. Objection! Your Honor! The music starts again. I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth? I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, Indeed!
Verily, I say, ergo. Bros, he's just hitting the Shakespeare right now. Like, what? I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick? Why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that? Edgeworth. Edgeworth threw us a bone, we better make it count. After finding the body, I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. Interesting, Old Bag was there. Did she mention that? Did Old Bag mention that? I don't remember. I don't know. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying, he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceeding. Right. That's right. So, what Old Bag testified was that she and the director sort of just asked to be left out of court proceedings if it could be handled. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick. We're real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Time to press every single sentence. Shoot, I'm still down those 2 strikes already. How many more did I get? 2, 4. I can only mess up 3 more times. I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. What time was that? Oh, good question, actually. We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before, so 4:50. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Hater. Press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing anybody's into Yeah, but that's like an offhand comment, you know. We could deny the truth of that. You're trying to listen to what people are saying, boy. Whoa. Now you've made it nah. Boy! The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. Hold on, I didn't press it. We know that Will was drugged. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says he literally had drugs on his plate. He literally had drugs on his plate, though. Like, what are we arguing here? Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expected me to be calm. Fair enough. You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of the murder. Keep pressing. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Ms. Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus once. That man is freaking tall! What are we talking about? Or Powers. Doesn't stick out my butt, that man's like 6 foot. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue. I immediately called up the police, then Powers showed up. I'm just gonna press every sentence, by the way. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. I'm not gonna lie, that does make him sound suspicious as freak. Like, he didn't mean for it, but that sounds suspicious as freak. Silence. Hey, Nick! Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Maya, it's a court case about murder. Oh, bad. The security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based on solely the security lady's word? Perhaps not. He seems to also have given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, the one taken by the security camera, is not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. Why did you ask to be left out of the proceedings? You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. That does not matter. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you. Or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals convinced... Professional. Helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Right. Press... Script and your direction notes? Yes, they were quite valuable. I wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Yeah, I get... no, that doesn't track. Because in her testimony right now, she's the first to find the body, so she's the first to find out. Therefore, in her story, she should have reason to bring the papers, because she would have been like, oh, we're going to go rehearsal. And then she found out, oh, somebody's dead. Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Cue the music. Think, Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Edgeworth is just doing our job for us. Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said? It's a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution is making such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate your concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? It's kangaroo court. No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. I think Edgeworth just forgot he is prosecution. Edgeworth is... Bro's like, screw it, we ball at this point. Yeah, I mean, he extended the trial. He's fighting for more evidence. Or the man's just fighting whatever. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any more action scenes, so I left him behind. Press? How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director? You have to find something to peg this on her here. Or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. It has to be on this news statement. What can I disprove about this? Couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Wait! Wait, no. It wasn't Hammer that was said to be injured. It was Powers. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Got it. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is the one dragging his leg in the photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. And that person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think this was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured, and we've shown the run-through was very clearly out of costume, so Sal Manila, yes, he could have messed that up, but it's very low likely chance. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez! You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila at all. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to be after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2. When he was murdered. Edgeworth just filling in the blanks for our court case. He's got it. He's got it. Good defense attorneying, bro. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Please tell me we got her this time. Order, order! I will have order! Witness, can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing! Yes, you would need a motive. Yesn't? We established that the first time the fence incident happened, it was an accident. Who's to say the second, like... Hey, we're not even accusing her of killing him on purpose, honestly. Like, we haven't accused her of that. We've just accused her that she had something to do with the fence accident reoccurring. That's all we said. Technically, she could have just pushed him by accident. But, you know, kangaroo court and all that. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? I'm just gonna say I can, even though I really don't think I can. I have proof and I'll show it to you. Present it to the court. I present to the court evidence as Mr. Vasquez's motive in his murder. This is bad. It's gotta be this picture, right?
I'm thinking this picture because it's very obvious she's very shocked at what just happened. More so than Hammer is. Hammer looks shocked too, but he looks like, oh my god, what have I done? While Miss Vasquez looked like, oh my god, like that was somebody important to her. Maybe this is a revenge plot? I'm gonna go for it. This is my proof! This is the photo we're looking for? This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the curse currently up for this trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed on him, no doubt. Edgeworth's just straight up just helping us. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the X-Star. I knew it! I knew it, I knew it. He was mad. He was mad he wasn't the main character anymore. We are talking about motives here, yet you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Mr. Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez. By the record, I cannot really decide what I'm doing with the judge's voice, so we're just gonna let it roll. I'm pretty sure I've changed his accent about 3 times. Reveal evidence. She had no motive. No. Okay. Allow me to present the court evidence proving Mr. I'm a lord. Nah. Oh boy. Surely it's not the photo again, right? Damn. Evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive. Could it be? And this tells us why Miss Vasquez won. I'd say all it proves is the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Mr. Wright, the court... the court requires that you find your marbles immediately. Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna have to make that the stream title. This is the second time I've changed the title, but it... God dang it. It's always the judge. The judge has the best quotes. The judge has the best freaking quotes. The last stream is literally named, I prefer the term bearded gentleman myself. The court requires that you find your marbles immediately. Alright. Anyway, that is done. Is the plate ever going to come up though? I have no idea how a steak could be evidence. It did earlier. We used the plate to prove that she didn't eat the steak because there was no bones left on her plate, essentially. what was concluded is that she didn't eat it, she just kind of burnt it. It was a very minor inclusion, I'm be real. But it was there. I got 2 more tries at this. The photo is the only thing that sticks out to me. But why would the game require me to show the photo twice in a row? I'm gonna do it though. Nick, we're so close. Think this one through, please. Here we go. Oh no. We're cooked. I'm gonna die. Hold on. Let me save real quick. Wait, maybe she had no motive. Perhaps? Maybe it is kind of getting at what I'm saying. Maybe she accidentally did it again. Accidentally recreated. I don't know, man. But then again, I don't really have anything other to say. You know what, Cass? Let's find out what happens. Yeah, no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez would put... My goat Cass! Good work. They should make you a lawyer. That way you can present your badge. Shoutouts to our goat Cass. Oh my god. You got it. That was all you. I was gonna present one more thing on Bureau. It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Ms. Vasquez. What? 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 The Steel Samurai's theme is playing right now. What the heck is happening? Your Honor! Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. You know what? He's right, though. Jack Hammer was kind of the one orchestrating everything up until this point. So it kind of makes sense that he's the driving force. I just had my once a year 200 IQ moment. Well, shoutouts to you, because we're gonna die. Or not die, we're gonna put in contempt of court, for real. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. She broke the pipe! No more smoking indoors for her. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late! Ah! Miss Vasquez! What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer downstairs. I don't know what I just said. It wasn't English. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. No! How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez! No! Please, please don't die. Please. She knew the man who died. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth? Where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. It appears that you have brought about yet another miracle.
On God, we keep just somehow making it through, even though we really shouldn't. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found is only natural. Not a miracle. Huh. Thanks, Edgeworth. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty, baby! With with a single life left, we got through that. And that was purely because Cass, my goat, convinced me that there was no motive. That is all. Court is adjourned. Hooray! We made it out alive. Good job. October 20th, 112. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. To think that he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright? Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? He's probably resentful because of the fact that you were the main character. Mr. Hammer wanted you. Got it. Because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids' show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. You could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. You know frickin' Phoenix is like stressed out of his mind. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Stealing Samurai outfit once more. Can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Uh-oh. Nobody told him it's the last episode. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick Edgeworth. Hola. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Front-facing Edgeworth is a little cursed. His hair works in this dimension, don't get me wrong. I don't think he looks terrible, but it is cursed. Because you're so used to the, you know, like the sideways, like, desk slamming perspective. It is, right? Say something, right? He looks like a toddler. Well, it looks like he's about to tell his mom he threw up. Not good at small talk. What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't have to don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Like, 3 times he stepped in and saved us. Phoenix's whole career so far, I know it's only been like 2 major cases, is literally just either a girl coming back from the dead and telling him, hey, don't worry, we got this, or the literal opponent telling him, hey, don't worry, you got this. Phoenix's entire career hinges on other people telling him, nah, you got this. You're on to something here. Stay focused. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Steel Samurai fan? Liar! Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? Yo, hold up. Lore? Edgeworth Phoenix lore? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary So this is the line everybody quotes. Gotcha. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't you ever show your face. Yeah, unnecessary feelings. Don't ever show your face in front of me again.
That's what I came to here to tell you. Dog, I'm a defense attorney. Just don't take my don't prosecute against me. You choose to fight me every single time. I get assigned to these cases. You assign yourself to fight me every single time. That's not on me. Mr. Wright? This feels oddly... That's what I'm saying! Bro's like, so we meet again. Unnecessary... What do you mean? This is why there's so many, like, speculation about the two of them. I think even, I think one of the show creators canonically says that either Phoenix finds Edgeworth or Edgeworth finds Phoenix canonically handsome. And I think that's funny as freak. They're rivals! Rivals! Right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? What do you mean for now? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? No straight man speaks this way. That's what I'm saying! Until the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. That was the talk of the town. No, sorry, that was conceited. Not I. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kid shows again. Yes! Oh, yo. Wait! Isn't that, the show the director pitched? And he wanted Maya to do it. This is it! The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy the trading cards too, today. Okay. We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Why do we call Penny that assistant? Call her Penny. Come on, guys, we know her name. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead? He's playing the lead in a princess show? I don't know. I think the new world is ready for the real world powers. Or does it just mean he's playing the Steel Samurai again? The end. Now the crime, well, is he the... That's what I'm saying! The way that's phrased is weird. Save your progress up to this point? Yep. Shebang! Alright, gamers. Cass, thank you for showing up. I think I'm gonna leave it here. We clutched up another crime. Good work, us. But most of it was because Edgeworth was clutching. Okay, actually, you know, so many people came and clutched this case. Miss Oldbag clutched up by telling us about the accident and giving us a picture. Gumshoe saved us, like, literally getting shot by the mafia. And then Edgeworth was like, hold on. Let him cook. But yeah. That was fun. I had a good time. Definitely I'll be back soon to continue this game. We still are not even through the first Ace Attorney game. This game is like the whole the whole trilogy. Dude, you have to stream the next case. It's actually insane. No spoilers. Oh, I'm gonna stream the whole thing for sure, Kaz. Don't even worry about it. I streamed everything up until this point as well. I just took a minute to come back because I had icky college stuff to do. But Cass, I really enjoyed your company. It was good to see you. Maybe I'll catch you next stream. But until then, I'm gonna go. Bye.